Hey guys, wanted to bring you another NBA video on today's fan night game on NBA TV, and it was actually a pretty good game, I guess, if you want to say, based on how it went back and forth. Um, but it was actually shows you how good or like, well, okay, so watching the game, it looked like Houston was going to blow them out, and it just looked like it was going to be a runaway, and it shows how bad the Hawks are because you're not doing too well against the team without James Harden and Dwight Howard. So you don't have any other superstars in that sense, and I thought, okay, that's kind of interesting, especially they beat Golden State in Atlanta. So it had to kind of show that they were a good home team, obviously, which they are, because they're 28-4, and for the Rockets they're 18-11 away, and so I don't know. It just seemed like maybe the Hawks were downplaying against their opponents. Maybe that was one possibility because they were down quite a bit, but their defense kicked it up in the fourth quarter, held the Rockets to 15 points for that quarter. So that was very impressive in that sense. But they were down most of the game until the second half. Second half, they really kicked it in. Even they outscored the Rockets 22-27. So the fourth quarter was very impressive if you're an Atlanta Hawks fan, and showed and kind of opened up. Wow, they know how to kick it up in the second half. Um, but I mean, as a Hawks fan, I would have been very concerning, especially you're playing a team without two of their superstars. Um, Especially when Josh Smith did that to the crowd, especially when he got that lucky bounce for that 3 pointer. You it kind of gave that momentum and kind of like gave that motivation to the Atlanta Hawks and their fans to boo him and try to get in their skin. Um, I can't say this is Josh Smith's worst game, but he took some of the worst shots or bad shots at the worst time possible. He took some threes that he didn't really need to at the worst time. He could have he rushed some shots and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I think I would have really set up more for um, Terrence Jones more because he was very effective, 8 for 11. Um, Dante Montrez, he actually shot very well at the 3 point line, 50%. I would probably set him more, get maybe the big guys like Al Horford or Paul Millsap out more to open up the driving lanes for them. Jason Terry, I would have set up more. Now for the Atlanta Hawks side, you actually had Al Horford. I would have kept going back to Al Horford because he could have got the team going more early on with his mid range and his posts. So that could have got maybe some of the Rockets big guys in foul trouble too in that sense. Um, I thought Jeff Teague should have been playing more minutes, but I guess they're trying to limit everybody's minutes in that sense. But yeah, it just at certain points it seemed like Dennis Schroeder was playing more minutes than Jeff Teague. But yeah, Jeff Teague finished very strong. Dennis Schroeder played very well too. Kyle Cover didn't really play effective. 2 for 6, 1 for 5 on the 3 point line. But yeah, that's why I think it just kind of seemed it would have been more interesting if James Harden was there. I think that 8 point differential, James Harden got everybody settled and got more points. Now sometimes he does slow down because he plays too much one-on-one half court, so that could have been the difference. But then maybe certain guys could have been more like Trevor Ariza took very many shots, only 25, 33% shooting tonight, so not very efficient for him. So that missing of element of James Harden could be a big thing. Um, Games like this for Atlanta, where they don't blow out these opponents they should have, like Houston, good example tonight. It's really hard to take them serious in that sense. That's the reason why most people and experts can't choose the Atlanta Hawks right away as their favorites to get into the NBA Finals. So that's the hard part to take them serious. I mean, like tonight, you have Cleveland, one of the favorites right now. They took care of business. They blew out the Boston Celtics. That's the type of example we want. You gotta blow out the opponents that you know that you should be able to. So go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe what you thought of tonight's game, and if you thought this proved more of Houston, or how bad Houston needs James Harden, or do you think this proves how bad Atlanta Hawks really are against the West, or they're downplaying against their opponents? Go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks.